Okay, so it is day number 13, I believe, and I need to let you know what day 13 of what. So there's this visibility challenge that I have signed up for. I'm in a cohort with the fabulous Renee Coakley. I believe I name dropped earlier on, but then it hit me. I really didn't explain or talk about what it is in all of my talking. So, this YouTube visibility challenge is why you see me posting day after day, and I will continue to post day after day because it is challenging me to show up and to attain visibility. And it's called the Options Club, the Options Circle, which I am a part of. The second cohort amongst 30 other beautiful women, and we are all in the same space and the same place in life in one particular area. While there's so much diversity and so many different, just amazing women in this group from all walks of life and background and different ages and different races, we have one common ground, and that is that we are all high functioning women that are tired. We are tired of being tired. A lot of us are exiting out of corporate America or exiting out of entrepreneurship or transitioning into something else and just having this transformational experience. And Renee Coakley, look her up on YouTube. I'll drop the details and hashtag and tag her in this video so that you can go and follow her channel if any of what I've already said fits you as a, listen, you don't have to be a high functioning woman, which I think all of us as women in some way, shape, or form or capacity have that because we're multitaskers. We were created to be nurturers. And so we give and we give and we give and we give. And we give ourselves away. That song popped into my head. So anyway, Renee Coakley started her journey back in November, I believe it was, and she was transitioning from her job. Well, go check her page out. I'm not going to tell her story. She can tell it best, but she's amassed this following just by showing up, just by being herself, just by getting on YouTube and just talking about what she's going through, and it has evolved into such a beautiful experience, and I am now a part of that. So that is what I'm on day 13. I think about, I have just purpose to show up. And today, what I want to talk about is how my showing up has continued to pull more of myself in the direction that I need to find. So I shared yesterday on one of my visibility videos of how I'm becoming freer to just be free to be me. And I'm finding that the more I show up as myself, which this is what it does. The visibility challenge gets you to show up as yourself and just find your authentic voice. For me, the challenge was finding that one voice and just not being all over the place and doing a million things. And for me, I've found that what I love doing and what I love talking about is my faith, and I can find something in everyday life to talk about it. So I want to share with you all today something that's super exciting and super close to my heart. I am starting ministry school tonight at 8 p.m. I signed up for Bible teaching school. So it's basically for pastors and preachers and teachers and those who are either already in that area of calling or those where they feel they have this call on their life, which I absolutely do. I've known it for years, but I've been running for it from years. And so God has just really opened the door. And he told me a long time ago, Takia, when I open the door, just walk through it. And the door is open. I'm super excited because I'm being mentored and taught by the Barbara Calloway, who is just, I want to say legend, but for lack of better terms, yeah, like she's really one of the called voices of this time who has just been so consistent and so persistent, and just really resonates with my heart for ministry, with the direction that God is calling me and taking me to. And a big part of that is integrity. And it's crazy to have to say that, because you feel like being a believer and being in faith and being a Christian and being called to lead people, that integrity should be a common sense thing, but it's not. It is not. There's so much out here that is just misleading people or just not teaching people scriptural, biblical foundation. So she just resonates with me. She resonates with me, but it was also a God thing that I got aligned. And so I am starting Bible teaching school, which is me teaching the Bible. And that's something that, through the grace of God, I do already do. But you learn. You're never we have never arrived at this place where we stop learning. And so I'm extremely excited to get to learn from her. I also did some ministry training at the end of last year under another minister, Nelson Schumann, who is a deliverance minister. And looking at my life, it just makes sense. I don't, if you don't know anything about deliverance, and I'm learning so much in that area, but I look at my life and like a lot of it is what the Lord has been refining me for. And deliverance basically goes hand in hand with spiritual warfare. And I have been called a warrior for so long and for so much, and it just makes sense. And so I got certified in that area of ministry training last year. And then I ran from the calling and was like, I'm going to go travel the world, because I was being Jonah. When I think about it now, I'm like, I have been Jonah for a little while. Just, I'm just going to go over here out the country, and I'm going to go over here, because when you read the book of Jonah, you're like, really? You thought you were going to run from God? Like, God is like omnipresent, which means he's everywhere. So how are you going to hide from God? But we do that in modern day. And so I am ready, and I find myself like, I'm super excited about it. Like I'm as excited about going into full-time ministry as I would be starting a new business. And if you've been watching my journey on these past couple of weeks of me just rambling and, trying to figure out where I'm going with this, it's taking shape. And I'm just really excited because it is starting another business. I'm going to be about God's business. And I just have this feeling of great joy and this feeling of, what's the word? Being chosen. I want to say I feel chosen, but I know that I am chosen. I'm excited about that. I'm really honored, and I am ready. That's the word that just keeps resonating, is ready. And I'm just ready. I'm really super excited. I know it's not going to be easy. It hasn't been easy. The thing about it is, this is not new for me. I've been doing, ministry again is a part of who I am. It's what flows easily and effortlessly. But now for this just to be, that's it. Takia is a minister. Takia is doing the Lord's work. Like, that is extremely exciting to me. And I go to sleep and I wake up with this newfound purpose, and it just feels so good. So there's one thing I want to share really quickly. I made it public. I launched it this past Sunday. I didn't make a big deal about it. I didn't promote or market it because I wasn't prepared. I didn't plan on it. But God woke me up and was like, go now, do it. And I was like, oh, okay. We're really doing this. But I launched another YouTube channel, which is more than a channel. It's actually the name of my ministry, which is going to be Uncompromisingly Righteous. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about that. But I launched my first service this past Sunday, and God showed up, and I'm really excited to be used of him. And so this is what's been going on in my life today. This is my spiel. This is my ramble. Yeah. I think that's it. I don't even really have a way to close this one out other than to say I'm super excited to be used by God, and I'll see you guys in the next video.